I'm Phil Wagner. I am a faculty member in the Mason School of Business. I teach organizational behavior and management communication. Number one, I love STLI, but I love news, politics, world events. I kind of blame that in part growing up in a small town where there was absolutely nothing to do. So the wonders of the world are not lost on me in adulthood. But if you've picked up your news app in recent years, every time you open it, you have to kind of take a big breath, right? Almost like you're getting ready to dive into the deep end of the pool. We're all kind of collectively swimming, trying to sense make this world that we live in. Yeah. And so the problems of democracy are global problems, but they're also teaching problems. So what drove me to this fellowship was a desire to figure out how we can better create classroom spaces where we have real conversations, where we can disagree effectively, where we can deliberate in good faith and maybe shorten the lines that divide communities and maybe find some common ground. I have taught courses related to diversity in the workplace for a very long time. It's only relatively recently that conversations like that have been labeled as divisive or radical or un-American. So part of my desire to work with STLI is, how do I preserve the integrity of my course and get to where we need to get, recognizing there are more opinions than ever in the room on this topic. There's two pathways that I really want to explore. Number one, good teaching always maps back to good assessment. So we have to have good measurement frameworks in place to make sure that as we are measuring how we have conversations about those competing ideas, we actually show our students that they are making meaningful progress. So does the caliber of those conversations change? Are they becoming more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent? Are they becoming more metacognitive? A big focus of this project and this fellowship with STLI is figuring out, how do we better measure this democracy initiative as it relates to everyday conversations and change making? And then two, what I really hope to do is give faculty who may be a little bewildered by this, because more of our topics are divisive than ever. Public health, issues related to the climate, issues related to politics and to communities. How do we navigate those spaces? I want to give faculty what are effectively sort of discipline-agnostic tools for their toolkits. STLI's been a lifesaver for me. So one of the big desires I had to pursue this fellowship was just to work with STLI. I came to William & Mary after a long career elsewhere. I had started as a faculty member and then moved up into upper administration, and was desperate to return back to the classroom because that's where the fun is, that's where the joy is. I made that decision in late 2019, and we all know what happened in 2020. So my return back into the classroom and into teaching was not the one that I had planned for or expected. And I have to give so much credit to STLI for giving me tools to navigate a new. It was always going to be new returning to the classroom, but this was a new. And so I'm entering my 5th year here at William & Mary. These last 5 years, every single year, STLI has been so good about handing us practical, easy to digest tools for our toolkit. They've challenged me to try new things that I probably would have never done before. They've been responsive when I've had issues or problems or just couldn't figure something out. They are a lovely group of people that don't get nearly enough credit for the work that they do. So I'm really excited to roll up my sleeves and work with such great colleagues so that we can make the teaching environment here that much better.